It's now 5 a.m. and this is WKYT This Morning. Police say one person is dead in Knox County this morning, and now a murder investigation is getting underway. We'll bring you the latest and what we've just found out coming right up.
Police say a Lexington mother faces charges. Why the woman's need for food put her child in danger.
And authorities in eastern Kentucky believe pure cruelty is to blame for the death of several stray cats. The details just ahead on WKYT This Morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good Thursday morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Michelle Chamberlain.
And I'm Bill Bryant. Cinco de Mayo, also the Pegasus Parade over in Louisville today as the Derby Festival rolls on toward the big race. We're glad to have you with us today.
Yes, we are, and I hope this weather gets a little bit nicer. It's chilly, and they're expecting more rain. Micah, please tell us it's going to get better for tomorrow and Saturday.
Yeah, much better. Friday, Saturday look much better as of right now, so we'll have to watch that very closely. But today, yeah, we're talking about on and off showers once again in the forecast again today. We see that back toward the west and northwest at this moment, heading southeast. Temperatures are there in the 40s. That's a chilly start to the day. You may need a coat. If you're one of those that gets cold pretty easily, you may need to grab a coat before you take off. Even the afternoon at 58 does not feel good. But then we look towards your Friday. Friday looks good. But Saturday, much of your day looks just fine. It's late in the evening. That's when we start to see some storms move on in on these particular models. So what does that mean for our Derby plans? Well, I'm going to go over that coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, we'll see you then. Let's get to the news.
We're tracking developing news this morning. State police are investigating a Knox County man's murder.
Investigators say the victim was found last night inside his home on Trace Branch Road. That's in the Walker community. Let's go to WKYT's Mark Barber at our live desk with some details we have coming in. Mark?
Good morning, Bill. State police are now trying to catch the killer who shot a 30-year-old man and left him dead in his own home. The coroner is identifying the man who was killed as Shane Mills. He was shot to death around 9:30 last night in the Walker community, which is near Barberville. Through the night, police looked for evidence and went door to door, talking to neighbors, trying to find someone who knows what happened. Beyond that, there's still a lot about this case that we do not know yet. We have been speaking with investigators this morning, but they still do not know who shot Mills or why this shooting happened. We're continuing to call state police for updates, and as soon as we get any new information, we'll bring it to you straight right here at WKYT. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
We know you will. Thank you very much, Mark, as he keeps working the phones on that this morning. And police say that a child was found alone and crying, and now a Lexington mom is facing charges.
The child wasn't harmed, but the woman's reason for leaving the toddler unattended shocked authorities. WKYT's Caitlin Center joins us now live. Caitlin, good morning.
Good morning, Michelle. She says she left her son home alone while she went to Wendy's. Now the Lexington mom is expected here in court later today. 23-year-old Lexington mother Radiance Parker is accused of abandonment of a minor after she left her 23-month-old son home alone. She told authorities she left the baby boy at home to take a trip to a fast food restaurant. Police responded to her home after reports from the Cross Keys apartment manager that he heard the child crying. He had knocked on the door, and when there wasn't an answer, that's when he contacted authorities. Officers went to the home on Monday. Now Parker didn't contact police until one day later on Tuesday, and then she didn't contact social services until Wednesday. The 23-year-old said she had actually seen police at her home when she got back from the fast food restaurant, but she didn't want to get in trouble, so she didn't come forward. Now she's expected here in the Fayette County Court later today. Live in Lexington, Caitlin Setner, WKYT.
Family members say a Taylor County woman saved a relative's life during a shooting. Police say Shanitria Vaughn was with her cousin, her uncle, and a friend, Brianna Washington, at a home in Campbellsville over the weekend. They say William Calhoun showed up at the home and began shooting. Washington was shot and killed, but Vaughn's mother says Vaughn used her body to protect her uncle.
She pushed him out the way. She took those many bullets. One died. She saved another. They didn't get one bullet, and she took every one. And she said, "Why me?"
Vaughn's mother said part of her spine broke off in that shooting. Police charged Calhoun with murder and assault.
Friends of a young father who died in a trench collapse are telling us that he was a kind person and that he really loved his family. Investigators say 22-year-old Tyler Williams of Menifee County died yesterday morning in the collapse along Todd's Road in Lexington. Construction has been going on in that area recently to widen the road. Friends say Williams was married and had 3 young children. People living nearby say they didn't know what had happened at first.
The fire truck was on scene and there was people down in the ditch trying to dig the person that's down there out, and the fire department made them get out in fear of the ditch collapsing on them.
The Fayette County coroner believes that Williams suffocated under the dirt and gravel. Investigators are not sure what caused the trench to collapse. They say OSHA and the Kentucky Labor Cabinet are looking into it.
New this morning, authorities in Lawrence County believe someone is intentionally poisoning stray cats in the community of Louisa. Residents say the strays are part of a colony that lives behind a vacant shopping center. But over the past several weeks, the Lawrence County Humane Society says 7 of those cats have been found. An autopsy performed on one of the cats determined it died from rat poisoning. Investigators asked businesses in the area if they were using rat poison for rodent control, but they all said no. Police are now using video surveillance to monitor the area.
Police say a woman stole more than $150,000 from the Lexington Hearing and Speech Center while she worked there as a bookkeeper. 58-year-old Jan Malden now faces fraud and theft charges. Police say she stole money from the center between 2009 and 2015 and used it for herself. Malden was laid off as a bookkeeper last December because her position was outsourced. And a short time later, a routine audit found the money was missing. In a statement, the leaders of the Lexington Hearing and Speech Center said their operations have not been threatened because of the theft. Well, after winning the Democratic primary in Indiana on Tuesday, Senator Bernie Sanders concluded his 2-day bluegrass visit by holding a big rally in Lexington.
Yeah, thousands of Sanders supporters attended last night's rally at Heritage Hall. The Vermont senator called for increased minimum wage, tuition-free college, and universal health care. Now, despite Hillary Clinton having 92% of the delegates needed for the nomination, supporters at last night's rally said they still believe Sanders can win. As he concluded his speech, Sanders reassured them he's not giving up and asked the crowd to vote for him on May 17th.
Let Kentucky help lead this nation into the political revolution. Thank you all.
We're told nearly 5,500 people showed up at last night's rally. Sanders' campaign is scheduled to appear in West Virginia later today.
Again, May 17th on Kentucky's primary coming up.
Big day, right?
All right. WKYT this morning, just getting started. Our time is 5:08 on your Thursday morning.
Have you ever had a cashier hand you a wad of nasty, sweaty bills that you hesitated to put in your pocket?
Yes.
Yes, said Bill. Well, a tobacco store in Western Kentucky has come up with a solution. That's ahead.
And we're looking across the region, looking for that moisture sliding on in here. Here comes some more rain, cooler temperatures. That's only for today. What about the next couple of days? I'm going to have that in your forecast coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Temperatures are quite chilly this morning. We're looking at those 40s outside, and it doesn't feel that great. You might even have to turn on the heat on your car as you step out the door. The bad news here is we're looking at some rain moving on in along with those cold temperatures. So, yeah, as you're walking out the door, it looks like some wet conditions back toward the west. It's going to be a wet go at it on your early morning drive into work across 64, 75, not extremely wet, but I would say 64 corridor, BG Parkway. It's probably your best bet to actually see some of that rain slide on through. Frankfort now getting in at least on some sprinkles, at least on the western side of Frankfort. Coming out of Shelby County, sliding southbound. Lawrenceburg, you're going to be next in line. Maybe Midway, possibly picking up on some rain here in the next hour. Lexington, we still have about an hour or so. If it stays together, you can see bits and pieces kind of falling apart. And then that BG Parkway, that 150 area, also 68 now getting in on the action. And the big picture here is this low pressure system to the north of us just keeps spinning. And as long as it's spinning to the north, it's going to keep on throwing some showers into our forecast area. And that cold front sliding on through. It's going to be pretty chilly today. We'll only reach the upper 50s later on this afternoon. On and off bits and pieces of rain here and there. It's not a lot of rain. You won't get thunderstorms. Maybe a strike of lightning, but for the most part, thunderstorms are out of here. It's just some showers sliding on in, and it does look like it's going to be one of those days that you just have to have the raincoat handy. Here's your look on Friday. Let's talk about your next couple of days, because those days are the big days, right? Well, actually, the next few days, taking off into Mother's Day. I'll show you that in just a few minutes. But Friday looks really good. We're looking at much calmer weather as we slide throughout your next couple of days. Friday looks great, not seeing any problems whatsoever, except for far eastern Kentucky. You got to get toward Martin County, Pike County, Lawrence County, work your way down into the mountainous regions. That's an area that we could get a passing shower later on in the afternoon. There's 3 p.m. So Friday's out of the way. Friday looks great, no problems. Then we head off towards your Saturday. Most of your Saturday looks great with no problems. And not even that, you're talking about temperatures around 80 degrees. You have any parties going on? It's going to be perfect for that in towards your afternoons. Then we hit the evening hours. Watch this. This is where it becomes crucial, okay? We get towards your 6 p.m. I was saying earlier that the only people who should be worried is far northern Kentucky, because that's where we see around 6 p.m. Remember, that's Derby time. But remember, this speeds up 3 to 4 hours. Then you're talking about a wet go at it during Derby time. But we'll be watching this very closely. Once you hit 8 p.m., now you're talking about northern Kentucky, seeing some of that rain. Then you slide off into midnight. Now you're talking about southern Kentucky. So southern Kentucky, you guys have no problems, no worries whatsoever. It's northern Kentucky during the evening hours that we could see some rain move on in. We'll have to watch the timing on that, see if that changes. But as of right now, just know that Friday looks great, feels great. Saturday looks great, feels great, except for the evening and nighttime hours. Guys, Sunday, Mother's Day, it's hit and miss. It's not a washout, so if you have any plans for Mom, stick to them. It's not all that bad. 40% chance of rain is definitely no widespread rain, definitely no washout. So I'd stick to it, absolutely.
Okay, looks pretty good all in all.
So much going on, you know, Cinco de Mayo, the Oaks, Derby, Mother's Day.
Right.
It's a busy week.
Yeah, it's a busy next 4 days. You're
Kind of a
exactly
fun
right.
time, you know?
It is.
All right, 5:15 is our time this morning.
Tobacco isn't the only thing that employees at a Western Kentucky smoke shop have been smelling recently.
Yeah, as the weather warms up, the aroma of sweat-soaked bills festering in socks and undergarments is added to the work hazard there. Management at Tobacco Road in Owensboro has instituted a new policy: no sweaty money accepted. Now a sign on the door reads, "Due to rising temperatures, we will not be accepting this sock money, you know, that's coming in."
Some of them like to bring me some soggy money. They dig deep into their not so-called pockets to bring me some nasty money that we just don't want to accept anymore.
Manager Cindy Collins says business has gone up since the policy was adopted. Most customers have a big kick out of the store sign, but as
Well,
you might
people
imagine,
put money in the strangest places, so they're saying don't bring that nasty stuff here.
that's
How about
correct. Yeah, not if it comes from a strange place. 5:16 on WKYT this morning. Good to have you with us on this Thursday. Rolling toward Kentucky Derby weekend, and as Micah said, Mother's Day weekend. Very special time here in the Commonwealth.
Yes, it is. And when we come back, we'll have a look at your money.
A once popular retailer is in financial trouble, and a tech company and a car maker team up to test some new age vehicles. I'm Marley Hall, and I'll have those stories and more coming up in your CBS Money Watch report.
Good morning. We're rolling toward 5:20. Good to have you with us. It's early on this Thursday. It's making it a good day. You know, the weekend's getting here, right?
It is. Just tough it out, right?
There you go. Nissan is recalling more than 100,000 SUVs.
And Fiat and Google are teaming up. Marley Hall has the latest on your money.
Aeropostale is seeking Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. The once thriving retailer will be closing 20% of its stores in North America. The company expects to come out of bankruptcy protection in 6 months. U.S. and global stocks closed in negative territory for a second day in a row. The Dow lost 99 points Wednesday. The Nasdaq dropped 37. Nissan is recalling more than 108,000 Rogue small SUVs. The company says the rear hatch door could fall on people without warning. The recall covers Rogues from the 2014 to 2016 model years. Nissan says there have been no incidents in the U.S. Fiat Chrysler and Google are teaming up to produce 100 self-driving cars. The Chrysler Pacifica minivans will be outfitted with Google sensors and software so the vans can drive themselves. The vehicles will be used to expand real-world testing. That's your Money Watch. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. In New York, I'm Marley Hall.
And we're glad you're along with us this morning on WKYT. We have a lot more going on. Our news team very busy updating our top stories, which we'll have coming up in about 9 minutes at the bottom of the hour. 5:21 right now.
Sports is next.
Coming up next, another UK women's basketball player decides to leave the program. We also talk about the NBA Combine concerning UK and the post positions, and early morning line odds are given out for Derby 142. I've got that next in sports.
You got to look north and back toward the west. That's where you have a few showers rolling on through. All this is moving basically south, but a little southeast too. So we'll call it south-southeast, all right? So not much to this, but it's still a wet go at it across the BG Parkway and also 64 heading toward, say, Franklin County and also Shelby County. So keep that in mind as you're traveling early this morning. A couple of showers that's on and off through the day with temperatures right around 58 degrees. It's pretty chilly for this time of year. Let's check out sports, see what's going on.
Good morning, everybody. A week after Matthew Mitchell called a news conference to explain the upheaval in his basketball program, another player is gone, Alexis Jennings. Jennings, a sophomore post player, still has 2 years of eligibility remaining. She started 18 games last year and played in all 33. Mitchell said he was alerted. Jennings wanted to leave. He said he talked last week about giving players a clear path forward at UK. He said it saddens him that Jennings did not see that path at Kentucky. Mitchell now has only 5 players remaining from last year's team. He also has a recruit and a transfer. The father of Isaiah Briscoe has told Draft Express his son is working out for NBA teams. Yesterday, the San Antonio Spurs. Briscoe did not receive an invitation to the NBA Combine. And Marcus Lee sent out a Twitter message yesterday saying he is excited to participate in this year's Combine, which begins next week. Lee was originally on a list of alternates. Here's the field for Kentucky Derby 142. Post positions and odds given out yesterday. Long shot, Trojan Nation on the rails. Sudden breaking news. Next to him, Creator is at 10-1. Then Motom, another long shot, Gun Runner at 10-1. Then My Man Sam, Oscar nominated, Lonnie, Destin, and Whitmore. Your first 10 out of the gate. Exaggerator is the early second choice at 8-1. Tom's Ready, post 12. The favorite, Nyquist, will break out of post 13. Mo Heyman next to him at 10-1. Then Outwork, Shagaff, Bob Baffert's horse, More Spirit, at 12-1. Majesto, then it's Brody's Cause, trained by Dale Romans, and Dancing Candy is on the extreme outside.
I think more than anything, the horse is training great. He's just giving off such great vibes. His appetite is strong. We went to visit the gate crew, Scott Jordan and the boys over there, and they got along with him brilliantly. So we're just very optimistic for a huge Saturday.
I don't like to get too excited because, you know, we're coming in. If you're a long shot, hey, enjoy the long shot roll because we're having fun now. Last year we were under the gun, and so we were, you know, everybody was, all the eyes were on us, but now we're enjoying it. You know, it's a different vibe for me, but I still think we have a good, he's as good as any horse in the race.
And that is a look at sports. Just a couple of days left to the Run for the Roses. Have a great day.